Hey everybody, this is Gary. Gary from Facebook, Sam Gar from Steam. It's 11:30 Eastern Time, and I thought I would make a video, hopefully, that can help with people having trouble installing the mods. Apparently, this microphone picks up everything, so I apologize now for the bad audio quality, but I figured I wanted to make this, and hopefully it can help avoid some of the frustration people have with installing them. What we're going to do is pretty much start from scratch. So let's assume you've just installed Pro Strategy 26 and you haven't started it yet. So if you go to start it, it should, if I did things right, it should ask me to, there, it wants me to choose a game folder, which this is pretty much the mod folder. So my suggestion is click browse and find whatever drive you want to put it on. I don't know, whatever, it's the D or C or whatever drive has all the space. Just select the drive and then hit select folder, and it creates the game folder on that drive. And this is D and then PSF 2026, and you're ready to go. And the game folder, which again is basically the mod folder, it's completely different than the install. You don't really ever want to do anything in the install folder in Steam. Just leave that one alone. But the game's ready for you to install mods, so you can. Oh, and also if you ever forget, just go down here to Help and Info, go to Game Folder Location, and it'll tell you where your mod folder is. D, and then right there. So go ahead and close that. Then let's say you've already downloaded all of the mods, and they would be in zip files. So wherever you downloaded them to, open a instance of Windows File Explorer. If it looks like this one down here, or any folder you might have, it doesn't matter what the folder's for. Just double click a folder or go to the search, and if you type file, it'll be right here, so click that. And I downloaded all of the mods to a special folder I made where I download stuff and I keep all my templates and all that. But here's a folder called NFL Mods. I created that, and I downloaded them all to here, and you'll see them. There's the uniforms, the common, the fields, and just all of them. This one down here is something that Pete made. It's just midfield logos. They're pretty cool, but that's not something you download from the mod site. But if you move this over here a little bit, and then go find where your game folder is. And like I said, mine is on the D drive, and it's all the way down here, PSF 2026. So right click on your folder wherever it is, go to open a new window, and now you have a window open with Pro Strategy game folder in it. So bump it so you have two browsers open, and right here is the images folder. And if you haven't done anything yet, you'll need an NFL folder. So right click, new, and then just type NFL. And then go inside the NFL, and you should have nothing. If you've already tried to install, you may have stuff in there. Personally, I would just delete it all. If it's messing up, just get rid of it. And then go back over here to where you downloaded the mods. And each one of these zips, like if I click on it, over here is what's in it. And this is the championships. So you would need to click on that, hold, and then drag it over here to the NFL. And you see that it's going to take a little bit to copy the stuff over. But then what you do is go to each one of these folders and grab that and drag it over. Now I'm going to cancel this because I actually moved my install somewhere else, and I'm going to move it back, but I think you get the picture. What's inside of the zip is another folder, and that's the folder that needs to be moved over to here. Now, if you extract, for some reason, I don't know if this doesn't work for you, if you don't see this, right click on the zip file, and when you go to, I use 7-zip. Don't do this one because it's going to create a folder and then put the folder that you need inside of this folder, and it just gets confusing. So just hit extract here, and what it'll do is it'll take this common folder and extract it out, so you can then move it over here. However you want to do it, it'll work. But basically what you need to remember is inside your mod folder, inside the images, you need to have an NFL folder. And if you haven't done anything and you don't have an NFL folder, there's probably nothing there. So you create it, and then inside of that NFL folder, you need to move all of these: end zones, fields, helmets, and it should just be these folders. If you have a bunch of folders that say NFL underline helmets, that means you've extracted it and it's created an extra folder. You don't want that. The game is going to be looking specifically for these folders. So grab that common, drag it over, and grab the end zones, drag it over, grab the fields, drag it over. Once you've done all that, there's really no reason that it wouldn't work. The only one that you do differently is the leagues, because if you notice, when I click on this one, it's just full of all the league files. So what you need to do is select one, Control A to select them all, and then click and hold and drag them all over to the leagues folder, and just put it in leagues, and then that'll install all the NFL seasons into your leagues folder. See, I already have them in there. So that's pretty much it. When you choose where to put this folder, when you first boot the game and it asks you to choose, I wouldn't put it any place wonky. You know, I wouldn't put it underneath the program files or any other folders. I mean, just my personal opinion, I'd just put it right out on your drive, whether it's C or D or whatever your drive number is that you're going to put it. Just select that drive in the game when it's asking you to select, and it's easier to get to. But again, basically, all the league files are going to go to leagues, and then go back up here to your images NFL, which if you didn't have it in there already, create it, and then go over to these zips that you downloaded from the mod site. Just click on it, and then over here when it shows what's in it, drag it over and do it for each one, and that will pretty much put everything where it needs to be. Oh, and the coach pictures and player photos. Coaches, drag coaches over to coach photo sets, and then down here the player photos, just drag players over into player photo sets, and there you go. It should be all set up and ready to play. So if you need more help, just let me know. I'll try something different. If there's something that I did that you're not seeing, let me know. Maybe your setup is a little bit different than mine and something doesn't show that shows on mine. But like I said, if you literally actually can, if you want to, each one of these zips that you downloaded, you could move them all over to images and inside your NFL, and then you would right click on it and extract here, and it would just dump each one there, and then you could just move the zip files back out to wherever you store them. So a little bit longer of a process, but depends on what works best for you or what you're used to. Anyway, let me know if you have any issues.